brands that are present in GT racing, primarily the brands that we collaborate with our road car business, so all the most prestigious top brands in the automotive world. And that's really driven us towards this global activity of GT, you know, from the US to Europe, down here to Australia. The total for this year is going to be over 300, so Formula One's one of those. GT is a very big part of our global activity these days. That strong link with the road car business, and indeed some of the technologies we used in GT racing, 3-4 years ago, are now being applied into what we would do, for example, LaFerrari, where we supply all of the cars, and the McLaren P1, again, a project that we cover 100%. You know, these are 1,000 horsepower road cars, and some of the technologies we've used in racing has a direct correlation to what we're applying to that road car product. If we talk to all the promoters we've got around the world, the biggest problem is that there's more manufacturers wanting to come in than there are physical spaces for them to race. You know, most championships have between 10 and maybe 13 prestige manufacturers, so that's one of the problems. There's a good split now between sprint racing and endurance racing. We work closely with all the promoters around the world to promote that level of balance, if you like, between all of the championships, because we feel that ultimately one day we might just see some prestige events where we bring cars from all around the world and maybe do a flagship event somewhere in the world. Well, it's just got stronger here in Australia. You know, 32 cars this weekend is testament to that. But when you look at the quality of cars that you have in the Australian Championship and the launch of the new 488 GT3, you've also got the Mercedes GT that's launching here. You know, that's a good. You know, you're not running around with historical GT cars. You're running with the latest and best GT cars on the market, and that really does show how much interest there is in GT racing in Australia. It's clearly strong. Manufacturers are desperate to get in. There's new manufacturers who want to bring their cars, but we have to find the right balance. We have to make sure the costs are always contained. You know, we don't want the sport to become, dare I say it, too professional, because then, you know, the costs escalate and the manufacturers start investing too much money, and it loses the reason of why it's so successful. And the reason it's successful is they're the dream cars. They're what everybody wants to own and everybody wants to drive. And, you know, that's the only category in the world that this exists. So if we manage to keep that balance of cost and performance and interest right, I think it's got a very strong future.